Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we have something really tasty. We're going to make some strawberry shortcake with freeze-dried Wholesalers food. Alright everybody, welcome back. So today we got something really different for you. I'm going to be making some freeze-dried Wholesalers desserts. Now, this is fairly simple to do. A lot of it, especially with the whipped topping, is going to be kind of eyeballing it. These are interesting. Do not put these directly in water because they will instantly become big balls of mush. I'll show you how I'm going to hydrate those. Very simple. They're very easy to hydrate. And I'm going to tell you all about this pack that comes. This is the freeze-dried strawberry shortcake combo. It's 3 bulk packages, one with the freeze-dried strawberries, one with the sponge cake, and another one with the freeze-dried whipped topping mix. All packaged for long-term 25-year shelf life, and basically the whole combo goes for $66.50. Now remember, if you click on my link, you're going to save 15%. The link will be right on top, right at the description down below, so you can't miss it. You click on that link, you're saving 15% right off the top. Due to high demand, some products are back-ordered, may cause a shipping delay of 2 to 3 business days, and for a limited time, you're getting free shipping on all orders. So, really good news coming out of there. They still have food in stock. This is a dessert. This is more of a kind of a morale boost type thing. But they do have all the regular food in stock. There were a few meats that were out, but they're coming in. He has, I've spoken to the owner. He has stuff in reserve. He's ready for this. So, we're going to go as long as we can with what he has. And I want you guys to stock up now because you see what's happening in the stores. You're seeing stock starting to get depleted. So I won't bore you too much with what's going on with news because we all know about that stuff. What we're going to do is get started doing this stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is hydrate the freeze-dried strawberries. Now these are fairly straightforward, but they do take a little bit of time to do. I did put them in some water. Basically, this is what they tell you to do. You're going to take the oxygen absorber and desiccant out and throw it away. You're going to cover the amount of strawberries you want with cold water. Let stand and wait until rehydrated. About 5 to 10 minutes. You're going to drain excess water from them and let sit for 10 minutes to firm up. Now, for the sake of time, I've already put these in water, and I have them over here. I feel like I'm doing a cooking show now. I'm going to dump this in here. I'm going to drain them out. I'm going to show you what you get. Strain these as best I can. And I actually wanted to show you get these things getting strained like this. Now I'm going to kind of squeeze them out a little bit. Now they do look a little mushy there, don't they? They will firm up, don't worry. But in reality, what we're doing is making strawberry shortcake, so it really doesn't matter. Now the next thing, I'm going to set it up for you. We're going to be making this freeze-dried topping mix. Now you can do this one of 2 ways. You can do this with water, or you can do this with milk. I'm going to use half and half. I think it adds a little bit of body to stuff. I've always used half and half in macaroni and cheese, stuff like that. It just seems to add a little bit of flavor and body to things. So you're going to get 2 ounces of cold water or milk in a chilled mixing bowl, okay? And we have that over there. We're going to put some of this in here. Now, basically how that works is you get 2 ounces of that and 1 ounce of that. Mix it together, okay? You're going to wait a few minutes to see how it's dissolved and how fluffy it is. And I'm telling you, this stuff is amazing when you use milk in it. Really comes out fluffy. It does work with water. I did try it with water. As you can tell, we've definitely tested this out a bit. But the milk kind of adds a little body to it, okay? So you get a little bit of a heavier body topping when you use the milk. That says right there. And we're going to try it out. So what I'm going to do, they say to use a high-speed mixer, but again, we're trying to do this as if we've had some kind of major disaster happen. So we're not going to have electronics and electrical appliances ready. So I'm just going to mix it by hand. And I'm going to tell you straight up, yes, you can do it by hand, and it comes out amazing. So let me get that started, and I'll bring you back while we're mixing it up. Like I told you, we're using half and half. I've got 2 ounces in here. You don't really want to go nuts with this because it'll make a lot more than you could ever use. Like if you're making 3 of these, I'd say 2 ounces is good. Now I'm doing it for the video, so of course I want it to come out good, so I'm following the directions exactly. And I'm going to do about 4 tablespoons of this topping. That's just what I found usually works out the best. Now at first this is going to seem kind of crazy, and it's not going to seem like it's going to work very well. You're going to think it's going to be all watery. But just give it time, and it will bulk up nicely. A little too much on the first one, so a little less on the second one. And there we go. That's about 4 even tablespoons. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is just start mixing. This will seem like a lot of work at first, and yes, you will get that little bit of powder flying off in the air. Now, what I like to do with this, and what I found makes it very, very successful, is toss it in the fridge. So I'm going to beat this up pretty good. We're going to give this a few more minutes of whipping it up, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge for about 5 minutes and bring you back and show you how nice this comes out. The reason I'm doing this stuff on the strawberries first is because that's very quick. The sponge cake will be ready for you very, very quickly, and I don't want to rush it and make it all kind of weird if this stuff's all ready to go. So let me finish this up, and as you can see, it's already starting to thicken up, and I'll bring you back when it's ready. All right, you're ready for the final thing. My stuff is chilling in there, my whipped topping. My strawberries are ready. I'm going to chop them up in a minute. Now you're ready for the final thing, and that's the sponge cake. Now, the way I do this is very, very simple, okay? If in normal times, you can just do what I'm going to do and put it in the microwave. I'm going to use kind of a steamer basket double boiler type thing, but here's what I do, okay? I'm going to get this towel here, and I'm going to wet it. I'm going to get some water. Actually, I'm going to scrunch it up and wet it so I don't wet my whole counter down, like that. And I'm just going to put water on this. I don't want you to soak the sponge cake, because the sponge cake will suck that water up and become mush right away. Seriously, it takes almost no time for that thing to puff up. So we're going to take this like this and just put it out. I want to wrap it as best I can. Okay, there we go. And you're going to open this up. You can tell when you pick these up that they're going to be, very easy to hydrate. So I'm just going to put it on the end there, and I've got a fly running around. And we're going to roll it up like this, okay? Now this is how I do it. You can maybe find a different way to do it. That'll work fine. And I put it like this. Now I'll take a little bit of water and dump it on the top there, just to add a little. And I'm going to make the steam boiler. So check this out. I have this little strainer here. I'm using a small one because we're using a little camping bowl. Okay, this is where this is going to go. It's going to go in there. It's going to get covered by tin foil as best you can. Remember, you want it to air out a little bit, but I like to cover up the sides a little tiny bit, but not too much. I mean, as best you can. I kind of have a big gap there. There we go. And it's going to go inside of a bowl with a very low water level. Okay? So basically what's going to happen here is it's going to sit like this. Then I'm going to put this on a burner and make this steam it, okay? We don't want this to be a rolling crazy boil. It's one of the reasons I'm going to use the stove I'm going to use it, because I can simmer it very, very low. So let me set up the stove, and I'll bring you back, and I'll show you how I do that. All right, so I got my little Alox burner going on over here. You guys can check out the review on that. I have a few videos back. I got it from Banggood. The nice thing about this is it has such a low simmer. You can turn on the gas to where you can barely hear it. Let me see if I can get that. Yeah. That's on, okay? I'll shut off the light so you can see. That's burning. The blue in the back is kind of, yeah. So I want a very, very low simmer on this, because we're going to put this on here and just let it get the water to the point where it's steaming. Put the light back on for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you back once this is going, and then bring you back once it's done, and I'll show you how easy this is to do, even without a microwave. Like I said, in normal times, you would just wrap that up in a paper towel, put it in your a wet paper towel, put it in your microwave, pour a little water on top, and let it go. And in about a minute, that thing is soft and squishy and beautiful. So let's let that go. In the meantime, I'm going to chop up my strawberries and get them ready to put inside my shortcake. Now, as you can tell, I've turned the burner down even a little bit more. It's starting to boil, but you see the steam coming up through there. You give it about 5 or 10 minutes, then we're going to open this up, and I'm going to show you how soft and awesome that comes out. You may have to flip it. This is a very small setup. You can make this larger if you want to do more. But you may have to flip it over in this one because it's so small, then the steam isn't reaching the top. But once it's done, I'm going to bring you back, we're going to unwrap it, and I'm going to show you how perfect that comes out. Okay, it's been exactly 6 minutes when I decided to start the camera again. I'm pretty sure it's done. When I did this last night, it was about 5 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is clear up my mess here so I can unwrap that. That's going to be very hot, so please be careful when you're doing this. This isn't too bad. But that's going to be hot. So, as you can see, the steam coming off the towel there. And there you go. Now, you may get it stuck on the paper a little bit, but it will come out nicely. Look at that. Wow. Look at how soft, how nice and soft that is. Came out perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do now, this is really the end of the whole video, a very simple part, is I'm going to take just a little bit of whipped cream on the bottom. This is the cream, by the way. I wanted to show you. A little bit on the bottom. Okay. Then we're going to put in our strawberries. And I realize these strawberries look a little weird because, well, let's face it, they're hydrated. But there's nothing really wrong with them. They're just rehydrated. And a little bit of whipped cream on top. Now, after a disaster, would you not want a snack like that? After a disaster, emergency, whatever, some kind of downturn in the world that means you have to eat your storage food, check that out for a morale boost. I mean, that's pretty darn cool, I gotta say. That's so cool, I'm actually going to stop the video and take a screenshot of that. So we'll be right back. Alright, how to take a screenshot of it. Now we're going to try it out. Okay, there we go, right into it. See how nice and soft that came out? Look at that. That is amazing. Alright, let's give it a shot here and see if we like it or not. God. That's really good. That is good stuff. So, aside from me knocking it over on its side, if you're looking for some kind of dessert for long-term storage, okay, some kind of comfort food, something that will make your mouth water, I mean, just, you can see the side I didn't cut. That is just amazing. Anyway, folks, that's the video for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. I like to do my big cooking videos on Saturdays because I know a lot of people will watch them. And I'm impressed with the product. I'm impressed with this. You know, you can just wrap it up and put it in a double boiler like I had going there. And that worked perfectly. That also works for their other desserts too. It takes a little bit longer for things like cheesecake that's thicker. But it will work over a long period of time. And if you want to do more, again, you use a bigger strainer and a little more tin foil and a bigger bowl. You just want to make sure the bottom of your strainer isn't in your bowl. Other than that, works great, and you can see how nice and soft that is. I don't normally poke the food I'm going to eat, but you can see that's really, really soft and really mouth-watering. That came out so good. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Like I said, don't forget, down below is our 15% off link. If you click that link, you save 15% on anything you order from freeze-dried wholesalers. So it's definitely worth clicking that link and getting your order in soon, because we all know what happens once the shipping issues, start to show up, once shortages start to show up in stores, food disappears from freeze-dried and, storage food companies really, really quick. We all saw what happened with Augustin Farms. I mean, 90 days they've shut down to resupply. So make sure you get your stock in, make sure you get what you want in, and you will be much happier if things turn even worse from where they are once things slow down. Anyway, folks, that's the link. Like I said, down below, 15% off link for freeze-dried wholesalers. Don't forget to check out our Amazon affiliate store as well. I will not have the complete made dessert in our Amazon affiliate store, but don't forget to check out My Patriot supply link. That's preparewithiridium.com. Preparewithiridium.com. You guys are going nuts on that site this month. I've never seen so many orders come in off of that site. You guys are doing very, very well, so thank you. And don't forget our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store down below. If you're interested in just trying some out, there's nothing to join if you don't want to join. Just buy some food, try it out, see if you like it. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. I got my dessert to eat now. Stay safe and stay prepared.